Get in here, guys. We got some talking to do today, man. We got some talking to do today, man. What's going on, everybody? We gotta get some talking done. We gotta really talk about this shit today. It's crazy. Let's let me start getting this out on Twitter. Hold up, guys. Who's here right now? Let's get everyone in here before I start going off. Before I start going off on a rant. Not that I'm gonna go off on a rant necessarily, but we got some stuff to talk about. We got some reviews to talk about. Let me get this out on Facebook. Why is it showing the wrong picture? I don't know. All right. Get in here, guys. Give you guys a couple minutes to get in here before we start this talk. We gotta go over some of these reviews. This is crazy stuff, man. This is crazy stuff we're talking about here. We're ending off the Skywalker saga. We're ending off the Skywalker saga on a bad note, it seems like here. I woke up today with a 56% Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie. Crazy stuff, man. Now, I did not see this movie yet, but I'm going to see it either tomorrow night or this weekend at some point. And I thought today it's time, before I go ahead and talk about it, that we're gonna go into some of the reviews. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that's been going on, the leaks and stuff. I'm not gonna go into it because that's spoiler type stuff. So I'm gonna keep this spoiler free. I did a video yesterday that was spoiler heavy. Had a bunch of spoilers and leaks and stuff like that, like Reddit leaks and stuff like that. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna keep this spoiler free. Let's get into Rotten Tomatoes a little bit though first before I say anything else. The critics' consensus on the Rise of Skywalker. Okay, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. This is straight off of Rotten Tomatoes. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker suffers from a frustrating lack of imagination, but concludes the beloved saga with a fan-focused devotion. So what that says to me is, you get a lot of candy for the fans. A lot of candy for the fans. From what I'm seeing from so far, from the last couple days, is this movie is getting a lot of fan service. They're trying to do a complete 180 from The Last Jedi and turn it into a lot of fan service, a lot of stuff that people want to see. Not a lot of taking leaps, not a lot of leaps into different directions, not a lot of playing it very safe, which Abrams did in The Force Awakens, so it kind of makes sense that he did it in this as well to make the fans happy. It also seems like, from what I'm reading, a lot of people are saying, what were they saying? He's playing it safe. It's like 2 or 3 movies thrown into one. It's like way too much stuff going on. It's like putting 2 or 3 movies into one movie. You know? That's what I'm seeing right now. And yeah. So let me start getting into some of the I really want to start getting into some of the reviews here. Some of the reviews. I'm gonna call out who is saying it and what they're saying, some of these reviews, all right? So first we got some good reviews, we got some negative reviews. So we got the Denver Post saying a positive, okay? The Rise of Skywalker earns much of its affection with cameos, callbacks, and other candy, just like I was saying. That will best be savored upon repeat viewings. Okay, so John Wenzel at the Denver Post is saying he gave this movie a 2.5 out of 4, which is, I guess, positive. More positive than negative, I guess. Like I was saying, it's a lot of candy, a lot of cameos, and a lot of callbacks for fans to enjoy upon repeated viewings, which makes sense, I guess. It's a lot. It's candy for the fans. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. So let's see. We got Brian Tallarico at RogerEbert.com. Also a positive review, kind of 2.5 out of 4 for him. It's not unlike a roller coaster ride in that it has just enough thrills to satisfy fans, but you can also see exactly where the ride begins and ends before you strap in. Okay, so this guy, Brian Tallarico from RogerEbert.com, is saying that, like I was saying before, there's not a lot of leaps, a lot of things that we're not used to seeing in the Star Wars universe in general as it stands. There's not a lot of things that we're seeing differently. A lot of the same stuff. No giant leaps in weird directions and stuff like that. Nothing like that. So, same type of thing, I guess, that we're used to seeing. But I guess it caters to the fan service and stuff like that, which is okay, I guess. Like I was saying, he's trying to make it end on a good note, and so far from what I'm seeing, it's not really doing that. But let's keep going. Let's keep going with some of these reviews. Detroit News gives it not a good review, C rating. Adam Graham from the Detroit News says, "The Rise of Skywalker simply feels like a shrug of the shoulders and a march into the expected." Okay. Like I was saying, it's very consistent. The reviews are pretty consistent. The reviews are pretty consistent. Like I was saying, catering to fan service, no giant leaps in weird directions or nothing askew from the norm. So, a lot of negatives here coming up. Rise of Skywalker operates as if the only cinematic tradition at its disposal hails from a galaxy far, far away. C+, IndieWire. Associated Press. For a movie predicated on satisfying fans, The Rise of Skywalker is a distinctly unsatisfying conclusion to what had been an imperfect but mostly good few films. Okay, so Associated Press says, like I was saying, it's predicated on satisfying fans. There's no giant leaps. There's no curveballs. There's no nothing. So just trying to satisfy the fans, and that's what we're getting. What's going on, Amal? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going over some Rise of Skywalker reviews today. It's basically like the review roundup I'm doing for the day here, besides doing my usual type of video for the day. I am going over some reviews. We got a lot of negative reviews here, some positive. Rise of Skywalker is expensive, general, family entertainment, galaxies away from original and inspiring. C. A lot of C reviews. This next one is from MovieFreak.com, and it's a 1.5 out of 4. This is one of the lowest reviews I've seen. This is the first time I feel like the Force is no longer with the franchise, and the dark side of corporate cookie-cutter greed has proven to be victorious. Okay. Consistent with what I'm hearing. Very consistent. And Disney, they're just trying to make money, and they're not taking any, like I said again, they're not taking any backdoor side passages for us to see something different. Very consistent. Let's keep going. We got GameSpot. GameSpot says it should never be so clear to audiences that something in the filmmaking process has gone so terribly wrong. So basically, they're just saying it's just bad. Now we get a positive, a 3 out of 5 star, or 3 out of 5 rating. Not that great. The Rise of Skywalker does what it needs to do in 2019 to be able to survive. Okay. Book and Film Globe says occasionally charming, relentlessly entertaining, and undeniably overstuffed. Okay, so that's consistent from what I was saying before. Overstuffed, and a lot, like 2 or 3 films shoved into one. So that's the same thing as what I'm saying. A lot of the same stuff is what I'm seeing here in these reviews. A lot of exposition delivered with the pummeling speed of a tennis ball machine, colliding logic, lack of consequence for momentous. Like, guys, this is incredible that this is happening to this movie. 57% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Like I said, I have not seen the movie yet. I will see it this weekend or possibly even tomorrow night. Let me see. Let me keep reading some of these reviews here. All right, so I got both monitors up now. So I'm reading another monitor. We got I don't think the IMDb has come out yet, but let's keep going. Rotten Tomatoes is really all you need to see here, because we got a lot of top critics, people who've actually seen the movie already. So, yeah, so anyway, guys, if you haven't been on my channel yet, I am back and remonetized on my channel. I'm doing videos every day. I'm currently working on another VFX video for Baby Yoda in a fight. It's a fight sequence this time with Baby Yoda. He's going up against a Sith Lord. You'll find out more about that in a couple days, so stay tuned for that. Also, I have another video of VFX high video in the works, coming out probably in a week and a half. That's after the next video. But this next video coming out is going to be Baby Yoda oriented in an actual fight sequence. A little bit like the one I did last week where he went up against the Avengers, or he was helping the Avengers, I mean to say. He was helping the Avengers in that video. In Infinity War, if you haven't seen that yet, check out. Baby Yoda helps or saves the Avengers. In the next video, Baby Yoda is actually coming to the aid of other Jedi in a cool little fight sequence. So that's coming out in the next couple of days. So stay tuned for that. I will probably do a little review after I personally see the movie Rise of Skywalker in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that as well. Or I might even be a live stream for that. I'm not sure. But that'll be like a spoiler type review. So I will be doing a live review for that as well. But yeah. So the review of Roundup right now as it stands. This is pre-official release. 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not going to be Critics' Choice. That's for damn sure. It's not going to be a certified, it's not going to be Rotten Tomatoes certified or whatever the hell it's called. It's not going to be fresh. It's definitely not going to be certified fresh. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it officially comes out tomorrow night. Is the earliest screening. Tomorrow night, Thursday for the public, for the official release. And I'm considering seeing it then. We'll see what happens. But like I'm telling everybody, I'm back on YouTube. I'm putting out videos daily. I'll be doing theory, news videos. I'm releasing new, re-edited and new mashups on my channel, as well as my parody videos almost pretty much every day. Sometimes twice a day. We'll see how much I could do. But yeah, this is Stryder HD. Hope you guys enjoyed. And right now, it's not really looking good for the Rise of Skywalker. I had high hopes. You know what I'm saying? You guys can follow me on Twitter at stryderhd. What's up? What's up, Venom? What's going on? I'm kind of just doing like a little live stream today, taking questions, concerns. We're really here to talk about Rise of Skywalker today, but also I'm back to tell everyone that I'm back on the channel. Pretty much doing this full time right now, and yeah, I'm taking questions. Yeah, people actually, I was watching, was it Jeremy Johns? What's his name? Jeremy Johns, one of the big movie reviewers on YouTube. He was saying it was the worst Star Wars movie ever. Then I'm seeing someone else's review saying it is as bad as Attack of the Clones. I kind of like some of the scenes in Attack of the Clones, to be completely honest. I like the Count Dooku fight with Yoda. I like some of the fighting scenes. Some of it was okay, but the Padme shit with Anakin, that's where you lost me in that one. Yeah, I kind of lost some excitement too, honestly. I lost some excitement, but I'm still gonna see it. You gotta see it at least one time. You got to. It's a must-see. You got to see it at least once in the theater. I got to, regardless of how bad it is. I even saw Phantom Menace in the theater. That's how old I freaking am right now. But yeah, happy holidays, everybody, as well. Yeah, happy holidays back to you. But yeah, I'm here to also, like, this is my review roundup video for Rise of Skywalker. I was reading a bunch of reviews from people such as Denver Post, Roger Ebert, IndieWire, Atlantic, GameSpot. Very mixed and more. I mean, seriously, there's a couple more positive reviews than negative, but that's not really saying much. Yeah, it seems like it might be worse than The Last Jedi. I didn't particularly hate The Last Jedi either. I didn't hate it. I thought they could have done some stuff differently. I was actually genuinely surprised at some of the stuff in Last Jedi, and it doesn't seem like I'm going to be surprised at anything in this movie. In The Rise of Skywalker, there's not going to be too many surprises in this movie. From what I'm seeing, it's very consistent. They're serving the fans big time, and they're not straying from the norm at all. So, I don't know what else to say really. Maybe I'll read a couple more reviews here. I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. There are some people here who are liking the content, liking the movie. IGN Movies. It's an entertaining but deeply flawed final chapter that ultimately plays it too safe. There you go again, playing it too safe. GQ Magazine. It's not a bad film. It's fun, sort of. It's satisfying. Okay, so they should do it. They should do an Anakin movie or Darth Vader movie. They should do something like that. I would definitely be down to see something like that. Satisfaction is guaranteed. Hopefully, at some time in the future, when I get my channel back up and I'm doing my entertainment news and theories and mashups and all that stuff again, hopefully sometime I'll be able to get one of these news press, type things, and I'll be able to go see these movies early and see that as well. See these movies as well, because I do work for a big media company right now. I do freelance for them as well as do YouTube, so we'll see what happens with that. Forbes says it's a good but flawed movie, and in the final estimation, it definitely overcomes those flaws to provide an acceptable and entertaining conclusion to the Skywalker saga. So I don't want to hear it's acceptable. Who wants to hear at the end of the saga franchise we're getting an acceptable movie? Who wants to hear that? I don't want to hear it's acceptable. This is like 40 years. What do we got? 80, 77, 87, 97, 2017. It's over 40 years worth of movies being concluded with this film. And yes, I get it. It's not an easy thing to do, sum up everything from the last 40 plus years of films. I get that. I understand that. And I think it really started with The Last Jedi because The Force Awakens played it very safe. And that was okay, I think, just for that movie to get this new trilogy off its feet. I get that. But The Last Jedi did some things wrong, and then this one tried to correct those things, have a new story, and have other stories in it. It was just, I think, from what I'm seeing and reading, not having seen the movie yet, it seems like it was just overstuffed, played it safe, didn't take, leaps and jumps into different directions, and overall, it's satisfying, but nothing that great. That's really from what I'm seeing from all these reviews, I don't know. I don't know what else to really say. I will be trying to do more live streams. Because live streams are, it's easy for me to do. I've been editing videos every day, as you guys can see. I did like a spoiler type video yesterday I was seeing a lot of Reddit leaks. I was seeing a lot of stuff all over the internet with pictures, Rey. I don't even want to go into the spoilers now. If you want to see some spoilers, some stuff I didn't even put in that video that I found out later yesterday. So if you want to see more spoiler stuff, you can watch the video I did yesterday, where I talked about some of the leaks and the spoilers in the movie. If you don't, it is what it is. Like for me, what I was saying yesterday is I go in seeing most of these big movies knowing what's going to happen, knowing the big plot and climax, ending, all those type of things. I go in knowing those things already. You're hearing a train right now, by the way. I live pretty close to a train station right now. But anyway, it never bogs me down, because I enjoy the movie watching process and watching movies with my own thoughts put aside from knowing what's going to happen in the movies. Some people can't do that, I get it, so stay away from the spoiler stuff. And in the video I did yesterday, I talk about stuff and then I have a huge spoiler warning. So you can watch a little bit of that video, and at the spoiler section, you can just turn it off if you want. You know, so I get that, I understand that. But I will be doing like a full review of the movie after I see it. Regardless of all these reviews, you know, I'm going to have my own take on it. After I see it. So, yes, right now, very mixed reviews. I don't even know if you want to say it's more positive than negative, more negative than positive. It went up to 58% as I'm scrolling through it right now. So it's going up a little bit. You know, there's 104 fresh and 74 rotten. So we're a little bit more than status quo, you know, for this. It'll probably go up to in the 60s, you know, something like that. But yeah, so the consensus is a little bit above average. Entertaining enough to be okay, but not one of the better films in the Star Wars franchise. I'm gonna when I'm done watching the movie myself, I'm going to put it into a sequence of which movie it is better or worse than in the series. I think that's something that else I'm gonna do. So we'll see where it goes in the sequence of movies, in the order of movies from best to worst. After I see it, I'll probably do a video about that, or at least a live stream about that. But, alright guys, we're at 58% Rise of Skywalker on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to go see the movie probably tomorrow night or in a couple of days. So, we'll see how it goes. Really, right now, not really liking what I'm hearing about it. I'm pretty stunned at the reactions and the reviews, the early reviews here from the press. And like I said, after I get my channel back up and going again, and I'm doing these videos and reactions and stuff like that again on my channel, I hope I'll be getting one of these press passes and really going back and being able to see these movies when they see them and do my own early take on them as well. Of course, spoiler free. But like I said, I did announce that I got my monetization back and I'm back on my feet and I'm doing videos daily. And all types, you know. I'm doing theories and news every day. Then I'm doing mashups, and then also I'm doing parodies. And I got two parodies in the works right now. One, it will be done in the next couple days, which is Baby Yoda. By the way, I just saw the new episode of The Mandalorian, and it was pretty damn good. And I don't know what's gonna happen with the child. Doesn't look good right this second at the end of the episode. Doesn't look good. Does not look particularly good right now, but I'm optimistic. And what the child does in this episode, where he quote unquote heals somebody, which doesn't give anything away. He actually heals somebody from a poisonous fatal wound. That was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna give away who it was or the circumstances, but go watch the episode, Disney Plus. It's pretty freaking cool. But anyway, got Super Chat back. I'll be doing some more live streams possibly now. Instead of doing 2 videos a day, I'll do a live stream, and I'll do a news or a news video or a theory video every 2 or 3 days instead of every day. That's a lot to do every day. Maybe I'll just do a live stream and see what happens. A live stream and a theory video in every 24 hours, something like that. But when do you guys anticipate on seeing Rise of Skywalker? Are you excited to see it? Don't be biased. Like, I know I'm doing this to see the reviews and the early, take on the movie, but go into the movie with a clean slate. Do yourself a favor. Go see the movie with a clean slate. You know, maybe in the back of your head, you know, well, you know, the movie's not doing so well, so let me see why. But also go in with a clean slate, because I know that don't let people ruin it for you. You know, go in and watch it with a clean slate and your mind free of these things. You know, don't think of this shit. And by the way, Venom, I agree with you. I want to see a Vader movie. That would be cool. And I think people will want to see that too. You know, like Joker. But oh, Joker, dude, the Joker is one of the best movies of the year. It's one of the best movies in a while. The thing about the Joker is, it's an emotionally invested movie. This isn't like a movie you get a for me at least. It's not a thing where you get like a container of popcorn and you just watch it as a fun movie. You got like, for me, you get like invested in that movie, which is a good thing. But it could be a draining thing. This movie, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of sadness, you know, in that movie. So it can be, it's kind of a roller coaster ride in a negative kind of direction, the Joker. But I did really enjoy it for what it was. It's a good movie, very good movie, and I think it's already today. I think I saw that it got nominated for like 4 different things. I don't remember what they were, but it's definitely getting nominated. That's for damn sure. He kills it, and the only thing I'm seeing is that I just hope that this Joker can connect to some of the DCEU, because the DCEU is all over the place right now. But I really hope it connects to something, because it's damn good, and like, it's the same thing kind of what happened to the Dark Knight trilogy, is that since it doesn't connect to anything and it's its own thing, it's really good. But unlike the Marvel Universe, where it all connects, it really brings me into that, where everything connects. It's a story that's going to continue and evolve, and all these movies are connected. Where the Joker, don't know what's going to happen with that. I think they might do a sequel, but beside that, I don't know what's going to happen with that. So it's a great movie by itself, regardless. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I hope they do more with it. But I just don't know what's going to happen in the future with that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm taking questions and stuff like that now. So if you want to know more about Rise of Skywalker, all you got to do now is go on Rotten Tomatoes, read some of the critics' consensus. There's spoilers out there if you want to see some spoilers and some stuff about the plot and all that. You can watch my video from yesterday. There's a lot more new stuff even on Reddit probably that I already read that is out there. Welcome back, Amal. But if you guys got questions, concerns, you know where to reach me. I'm on Twitter at stryder_HD, Facebook stryder_HD Productions. On there, if you want to reach me as well, I'm posting funny content and all stuff from my YouTube channel on there. Whenever I can, pretty much every day, new stuff on there. How long is this movie? I think it's about 2.5 hours. It's about 2.5 hours. Have I seen Venom? No, I have not seen those behind the scene photos yet. I have not seen those yet. Nope. But like I was saying before, it's a 2.5 hour movie. The problem with it is that it's a 2.5 hour movie that is like 2 or 3 movies clumped into one. Which is a problem. And I get why it's kind of like that, because Abrams had the task, had a very, very tall order with this movie to correct the wrongs of The Last Jedi and build a new story, bring in Palpatine back, which I don't think was the original story that was meant to happen anyway. And also, it was like correcting the wrongs, building a new foundation, and continuing on and finishing the Skywalker saga. It was a lot to accomplish. So it won't be just about the Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to put the other episodes. Well, no, it was a continuation of The Last Jedi. But what Abrams did in this movie, from what I'm hearing, because I did not actually see the movie yet, is he tried to correct the wrongs in The Last Jedi. Everything that people didn't like, he tried to fix in this movie. So he had the task of doing that. Then he had the task of putting together a story and a plot and a climax to make the fans happy and end the Skywalker saga. So he had a lot of things to do in this movie. So you could have made a whole movie out of the beginning, the middle, and the end. It could have been like whole movies together, is what I'm hearing. So it's like a 4.5 hour movie condensed down to a 2.5 hour movie, or 4.5 hours, like a couple of movies, like 1.5 hour movies, 2 or 3 of those put into a 2.5 hour movie. So, and it's a lot of fan service and a lot of stuff, playing it safe, consistency, stuff like that. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm reading. That's what Reddit's saying. And apparently, most, if not all, of the Reddit leaks are true. Most, if not all of those are true. And goddamn, I need to get a tan, man. Well, this time of the year, it's like, you know, it's snowing and cold, but yeah, anyway. You know, not much good stuff here. Not much good to see. I mean, it's entertaining and satisfying and acceptable, and that's about it. You know, not what I want to hear from ending the whole Skywalker saga from 1977. That is not what I want to hear. It's not cool. You know, it's not. It's definitely not what I want to hear. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, all right, I think that's long enough for me to go on like a little bit of a rant about this. It's annoying. It's messed up. But, you know, I don't know. I had faith in Abrams. Because I know he kind of tries to play it safe. I wished, and I thought he would take more risks. There was really not a lot of risks in this movie, also, is what I'm saying. Risk is a word that he did not take in this. No risks. The Rise of Skywalker and Death Stryder could have been better. Yeah, definitely could have been. Well, from what I'm hearing from the Rise of Skywalker, could have been better. Did you see the trailer? How Rey in the cave and it's not that someone like Luke or Anakin is speaking to her and she kind of smiles. I think that was Luke. But I watched Tyrone Magnus's spoiler-free review, and he was saying that you see someone that you thought was going to be in it, and it wasn't. So I don't know if that's Luke or Anakin, because I'm thinking that Luke's going to be in it. That Luke might show up. But if it's somebody else, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know who she's talking to in that. Honestly, don't know who she's talking to there. Could be Luke, could be Anakin. Like, I'm expecting her to talk to Luke. Since she trained with him, I'm expecting that to be Force Ghost Luke. But in Tyrone's video and some other stuff, he said that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So I don't know what that means. If it's somebody else or what. But I go into more of the stuff that I was reading, the spoilers and stuff that leaks which were evidently mostly true in the video I did yesterday. Plus, you can go on Reddit or there's a million places which are showing the leaked images and the plot and all that stuff and the ending and all that stuff now. So you can go on and read that stuff if you want. But I'm going to stay away from that in this video. But I think that's long enough, guys. Like I said, we're sitting at, what are we at? 58% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I know, Rotten Tomatoes is not the end-all be-all. Like I said, go into the movie, see it this weekend. Give it your own take. Give your own take on it. Don't take these critic reviews to heart. Be your own person. If you like it, you like it still. I still think that I will like the movie because in some ways I did like Attack of the Clones. I did like The Phantom Menace. I really liked Revenge of the Sith. I think Revenge of the Sith is one of the best Star Wars movies. Honestly. Probably like the top 3, 2 or 3. Revenge of the Sith is up there for me. It's definitely better than one of the original trilogy movies, in my opinion, or at least as good as them. But anyway, that's what they needed with this movie. They needed a Revenge of the Sith type movie to be Rise of Skywalker, because that's what the original prequel trilogy did. It kind of, at least it ended off on a good note, on a positive note. This movie is not doing that from what I'm seeing. The prequel trilogy started off on a bad note, ended on a really good note, in my opinion. And the prequel and the sequel, this trilogy, started off on a pretty good note. Last Jedi made it not a good note anymore. Then you had this movie, which is even worse. So it seems like they really did the opposite of what they need to do with this. And like I said, I'm going to go see this movie tomorrow night or sometime this weekend when I got time, with some people probably. And I'm going to give it my own take and give my own review in a couple days, and that's going to be that. And like I said for you guys to do the same thing. Don't say, oh, this movie's going to suck and don't see it. See the movie at least once. You got to see the movie. Still see the movie. You know? At least one time. Then wait for it to go on cable or direct or, you know, whatever the hell streaming service it's going to go. Well, Disney Plus, most likely first. But, so yeah, guys, like I said, I'm back on YouTube. I'm doing videos daily. I'm going to probably do more live streams as well. I got Super Chat back up. I got monetization back. I'm getting owed money to me from about a year ago when I got demonetized, which is finally a positive. I'm on Twitter at stryder HD, so follow me on there. I'm posting stuff on there daily, as well as Facebook at stryder HD Productions. So I am back. Go see the movie. I'm still going to see it. It's not getting good early press, but screw it. Go see it yourself. Give it your own take, guys. Have a good rest of the day. And by the way, new Baby Yoda video coming in the next couple days. You're going to love it. Have a good one, everybody.